The Northern Cape already had us head over heels with its stark beauty and sheer vastness, and we were on our way to the mighty Orange River.
We had just over 200 kilometers to go from Verneukpan to Kakamas to visit one of our personal favorite places in the Northern Cape, Kamkiri. Kamkiri is a family-friendly paradise situated on the banks of the Orange River, and it means place of the leopard. Coming from the desolate Verneukpan, we were seriously looking forward to some glamping. It is such a big difference from where we left Verneukpan this morning, where there was absolutely nothing. This place is right next to the Orange River, and there's a lot of activities, boats, bicycles, hiking routes, swimming pool. But the thing that I am most excited about is every campsite has its own private ablution. And just check this out.
Once we were settled in, a Kamkiri came to welcome us, and of course to check out the Ironvan.
It's mind-blowing. The water pressure is amazing, the water is warm, the shower is just, it's the best. Just coming out of the pants, this is like heaven in this little cubicle.
We met owners Philippa and Dani on our last visit here, and we were very happy to see that they have managed to implement so many of the exciting plans they have had for this place.
So we are situated 14 kilometers upstream from Ograbis Falls National Park on the beautiful Orange River near Ograbis and Kakamas. We're a beautiful family holiday destination, and this is a place where kids can just run, scream, be free, parents can relax and really just reconnect with friends and family. The activities that we offer, we are mainly water-based orientated. As you can see, we've got this beautiful river to just captivate you day and night. So nature paddling is a great one because families with little younger children can partake. And then we've got the slightly longer river rafting trip, which is a little bit more intense and a little bit more grueling, but nothing over the top. Beautiful pedillos, those are really, really fun, testing your skill. And then we've got barge river trips, so you can do lovely sunset trips. We do sundowner drives, game drives, which are sunrise, beautiful, tea, coffee, watch the sunrise over the Kalahari. Beautiful 4x4 trails, mountain biking routes, lovely trail running routes, walking, hiking for 10Ks. Pretty much anything you want to do, you can do right here with us.
When it cooled down a bit, we took a pedillo out on the river for a sunset cruise. Our experience with the pedal boat was limited, and combined with a strong headwind, we were soon taking in too much water, panicked and capsized, with our cameras on board. We just let it go too far, we let in too much water, and then we tipped over. Alti managed to keep the camera just above water, but then it dipped. So one camera is wet. We've lost a brand new GoPro 9. It's at the bottom of the Orange River at the moment, but there's a friendly farmer who's going to try and help us to retrieve it tomorrow morning because it's not too deep. So I'm a bit bleak. What can you do? Fun was had, but it's sad.
I feel much better than yesterday's trauma because Kamkiri is so relaxing. The birds are singing. There were just like 2 fish eagles that flew over here. I think it's a mom that's busy training a young one, and we're gonna get breakfast going. So lucky, yeah?
Clearly Dirk was feeling better about the drowned camera ordeal, but I was still very sad about the brand new GoPro we lost.
So I do still feel quite traumatized from yesterday. I think it's because I keep seeing the camera lying in the sun with all the water damage. But we phoned the insurance, it's going to be fine. And just for the record, I want to state, I think we capsized the boat by operator error. We were just too excited, trying too hard, and we just capsized the boat. I still can't believe we did it. But I do feel like I'm going to be a lot safer just chilling in the pool for a bit first. Because I did get a little bit of a fright. It is the mighty Orange River, but it looks like a calm today, so we'll see. Maybe they'll find it later. Because next door is a grape farm, and they've got a bunch of students here packing grapes. And they said they're going to come over, and I've offered a reward for the person who gets it out of the river, so I'm hopeful. I had such a lekker nap by the pool. I'm completely refreshed, and now I think I'm going to take this bicycle for a ride. These fat wheels. I think it's so that they can go better on sand. And I picked the green one because look, it matches the Ironvan. Whee! Bye, Dirk.
Fat tire bicycles are available for rent, and there are a lot of mountain bike trails with splendid views. And there are some really exquisite quiver trees on this property.
Kamkiri is also on what they call the quiver tree route. So there's a road that you can drive where you can see these beautiful quiver trees. And they only occur here in the Northern Cape and in southern Namibia. So it's quite special to see them. For me, it always marks that we are in the Northern Cape when you start seeing these quiver trees. But they are so beautiful and strange looking. It's strange to think that it's something nature came up with and not something from a sci-fi movie.
It is rumored that film director Stanley Kubrick had a fascination with quiver trees, and that some were even illegally cut down to be used in the sci-fi movie 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Kamkiri has made conserving this stretch of river a part of their mission. And to see what this means on an everyday basis, we joined Philippa and Werner on an afternoon patrol.
Living on the Orange River, obviously, you know, it's a major focal point for everything. And the longer you live on the river, the more important this stream of life becomes to you, ensuring that the birds, the fish, the otter, the Leopard, even us, you know, make sure that this is our life source and we sustain it. So people, animals all have various ways that they use it. Some choose to fish from it. and others choose to fish non-sustainably from it. We've got a 3-kilometer stretch which we operate on, and we've decided to make this our little project to ensure that we keep it clean. We run daily trips up and down, whether it's rafting or kayaking or whatever, and we're just constantly aware of who's here, who's using it, and what they're leaving behind. Dirk, so this is the perfect example of why we actually stop here, to collect all the litter and that the fishing guys leave here. So they come, they fish, and they just leave gut, hooks, rusted elements. They don't pick up their rubbish, and it's up to us to just conserve our little area. So we come, we park our boats, we travel all along the edges, and we just collect where they leave. Often if the guys are still fishing, we'll come and talk to them and ask them to please tidy up. In this case, they leave matchboxes, which again in turn, the guys create a little fire, they braai their fish, and then they just leave the coals going, and then it causes a major fire. But the guys that are actually getting paid for their fish, they come and set gill nets, and that's not really great. It's totally legal, and you know, those guys are a bit of a problem. So we go up wherever we see them. You've got markers that you can recognize when they've set these nets, and often they do it on our stretches of paddling and fishing. So we just paddle up, cut the lines. If the guys aren't there, reel it all in. If they're there, we have a serious talk to them. And if the guys really don't want to listen, then we get the police involved, and then they come down and they actually assist us with either in educating the guys or actually telling them that they're not allowed on the property or on the land if they're not going to fish sustainably. Because we want everybody to use it. I mean, the river belongs to everybody, but we want it to be here for years to come, and for their kids and our kids, and for the birds to enjoy too.
We can all learn something from the noble effort made at Kamkiri. If we can all take the initiative to do something small and educate where necessary, the world will be a much better place. Nothing strikes up a desire for conservation quite like traveling to beautiful places. And if tourism is done right, traveling is one of the best things you can do for conservation.
Back at Kamkiri, the troops had arrived and the search was on for the missing GoPro.
So I think that it was probably where you are now, just a little bit more in. But we have a bottle of Jägermeister for the person that actually finds it.
We didn't find the GoPro, but we were astonished by the sense of community and the selflessness of the locals, and that is worth celebrating.
Cheers!
Cheers.
And that's it. Our time at Kamkiri has now sadly come to an end, but it's not our first time here, and it definitely won't be our last. I already cannot wait to come back. Next time I'm coming for like 10 days minimum, because there's just too much to do for 2 days. The thing I'm going to miss most is definitely the people. The people here are super awesome, and also the dogs. They are also very, very cool. But this is not the end of our trip yet. From here we are heading towards a little place called Rimvasmark, and I've always wanted to camp there.